office mate Jenny and me had just visited Touch of Glory, Prayer Mountain, which you can check on the link for that video in the description below. After touring the Prayer Mountain, we decided to hear a Sunday Mass in Antipolo Church. Since my childhood, Antipolo Church is already a byword among Filipino Christian Catholics. We have a Filipino slogan for this: "Tayo na sa Antipolo," or "Let's go to Antipolo." Majority of Christian Catholics had already attended Mass in Antipolo Cathedral, no matter how far they were coming from. The church is very famous. I researched through Wikipedia, where the source of their content was also taken from the official website of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Antipolo. Antipolo Cathedral, or Antipolo Church, formerly known as the National Shrine of Our Lady of Peace and Good Voyage and the Immaculate Conception Parish, is a Roman Catholic cathedral located in Antipolo in the Philippines. It enshrines the Marian image of Our Lady of Peace and Good Voyage. In Spanish, it is called Nuestra Señora de la Paz y Buen Viaje, and is the seat of the Bishop of Antipolo. It is also the Immaculate Conception Parish and is referred by the locals as the Simbahan ng Antipolo or Church of Antipolo. The shrine attracts millions of pilgrims annually, especially during the pilgrimage season, which commences with the Alay Lakad from Quiapo Church on April 30 until the month of May. The first missionaries of Antipolo were the Franciscans. The first church in what is now Antipolo City was built by the Society of Jesus under Reverend Juan de Salazar. The Jesuits administered the church from 1591 to 1768. The church was prepared for the image of Nuestra Señora de la Paz y Buen Viaje in 1632. However, the church structure was greatly damaged during the Chinese uprising in 1639 and the earthquakes of 1645, 1824, and 1863. The church, meant to house the image of Our Lady of Peace and Good Voyage, brought by then Governor-General Juan Niño de Tabora, was supposed to be built on a different plot of land. The church's present location was the site of the Tipolo, or Arthrocarpus blancoi, tap, which the image was found after mysteriously vanishing several times. The church was completed in 1632, but suffered severe damage in 1639 when the Sangli, or Chinese, set fire to the church in a revolt. It was restored afterwards, though it was not damaged by the 1645 Luzon earthquake and other earthquakes in 1824 and 1863. Nevertheless, the church became a popular pilgrimage site as many devotees paid reverence to Our Lady of Peace and Good Voyage, including Philippine national hero and polymath Jose Rizal, who visited the shrine as a boy with his father Francisco Mercado on 6 June 1868. The pair went on pilgrimage to fulfill a vow Rizal's mother, Teodora Alonso, had made when she and the boy survived his delivery. Towards the end of the Second World War, in 1945, the church was destroyed by Allied bombardment meant to liberate the area from the Japanese imperial control. After the war, a campaign was organized to build a new church with a fundraising committee headed by former First Lady Aurora Quezon and Antipolo parish priest Francisco Avendano. Architect Jose L. de Ocampo was commissioned to design the new shrine. The construction began in 1948 and completed in 1954. On 14 January 1954, the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines declared the new Antipolo Church as declared the national shrine to Our Lady of Peace and Good Voyage. The church was elevated to the status of cathedral on 25 June 1983 upon the canonical erection of the Diocese of Antipolo. Tayo na sa Antipolo. Let's go to Antipolo and explore a little history of our Christian Catholic churches. Our food evolved around our own history. I'm trying to research what food do we have before year 1500. I don't have much information taken online or from google.com, as I've learned that Filipinos were 100% Islam way back historically. As per Wikipedia, Islam was the first recorded monotheistic religion in the Philippines. Islam reached the Philippines in the 14th century with the arrival of Muslim traders from the Persian Gulf, southern India, and their followers from several sultanate governments in the Malay archipelago. So therefore, our food might not be incorporated with pork menus because Islam believers are not pork eaters. Until such time on year 1500, Philippines were occupied by the Spaniards for 300 years. Our menus were mostly Hispanic, this time with pork because most Filipinos eventually converted to Christian Catholics. Our food evolved to something Western during the American occupation for 50 years, not mentioning China, our partner in trading way back then, who had influenced us with their Chinese menus as well. With all these Filipino desserts and snacks, it might not be originally from the Philippines, but these are the food that we identify as our own, as our older folks had claimed. I am introducing to all of you, non-Filipinos, to the different food preparation that normally made every Filipino's palate watery. Take a look through this video, what are they? And make a comment below from what country are you? And what are your native desserts as well.